Hello. How are you guys doing? Hi, Emily. How are you doing? Happy Wednesday. Hi, Dee. Good afternoon. Hi, Trisha. How are you? You're never lucky to get a reading from me, Dee? Oh, and ask a question, get an answer? Oh, there's two D's back to back. Hi, Dee Mutu, and hi, Dee Visca. Yeah, I mean, I do the bonus ask a question and an answer. It's based on how long I have available after the readings of the all signs. So, yeah. Sorry. Hi, Tilly. Hi, Angela. Thank you for joining the live. Come on in. How are you doing, Tilly? How are you doing, Angela? Hi, Patty. How are you? Hi, Martel. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Brenda. You're welcome, Carol. Good, Patty. Hi, Liz from England. Is it nighttime there? Trisha, you're in Ireland? Nice. You work from home? That's good. You always watch me on Facebook from South Africa? Oh, nice. I'm glad you like my readings, Diane. I did a collective reading this morning. I don't know if I'll be able to upload it today. We'll see. But you'll be able to tell because I have this shirt on. And it freaked me out because I went to pull the letters. And the first letter, it literally fell out of my hand. It jumped into the candle and then it jumped out of the candle. Like, it was so crazy. I could not even believe it. Hi, Paula. Mary, I do ask a question, get an answer at the end. I don't do it before. Sorry. If you want to stick around to the end, I do ask a question, get an answer then. When do you ask a question? I do all signs, Aries through Pisces. We're going to do, I forgot. Oh, we're doing the person on your mind. But if you don't have somebody, I'm going to also do a quick check-in for singles to see who's like lurking in their energy. Hi, Paula. Hi, Keisha. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hi, Wanda from Maine. Hi, Stacy. Yeah, I figured I would add singles on there just a little bit because if you're single, you may not have somebody that is on your mind. So you may wonder who's lurking in the shadows, just out of curiosity, if it's maybe new or old. We do have retrograde that is going to be starting tomorrow. I don't remember when it ends. I think it ends like 2 weeks. Let me look here. I can't even remember. It's Mercury retrograde, so it's all about communication. And you know what that means? That means usually people from the past come back. February 26th through March 20th is going to be retrograde. The topic is going to be, Jen, the person on your mind. And if you don't have somebody, I'm going to do a quick peek for singles. Hi, Andrea from Missouri. Hi, Eunice. So let's talk about Mercury retrograde real quick, and then we're going to get started. So it is a reflective time period to kind of go over and look at things that you may want to make changes, but it's not a time to make the changes. So if you're looking at contracts, you're looking at maybe reaching out to somebody, it's a time to really ask yourself, am I doing this because of emotion, or am I doing this because truthfully I want to do this? So you have to ask yourself that if you're making any decisions between February 26th and March 20th. Yeah, March 20th. So it's a long window. It's like 3 weeks, actually, 3 or 4 weeks. So you just want to make sure that you slow down and you revisit the reason why you're doing what you're doing. Because, you know, you may want to rush in to go sign a lease or get into a loan or take on some extra responsibilities that you maybe should not be. Maybe you're doing it based on emotion just because of the retrograde. It kind of tilts things backwards and you don't necessarily always see things prospectively. It's a maintenance window. It's not really a window where we should be making drastic changes in our life. So just make sure that you aren't doing anything too significant that could impact you after the retrograde. So like, don't run off and get married or take on a bunch of debt that you don't want. So hi, Patsy. Happy birthday. Do you want me to sing to you? No, I'm just kidding. Do you have plans for your birthday? Hi, Dee. Cancer single. Okay, yeah, we're going to do the person on your mind. So if you don't have somebody, we'll also do a quick little peek on singles. Hi, Robin from Florida. I want to go to Florida. I want to take my kids to Disneyland. My plans for this year. My house is paid off. That was the deal I had told my kids. I'm like, once I pay my house off, then I want to take you guys to Disneyland or Disney World. Probably the one in Florida. Is that Disney? I think that's Disneyland, isn't it? I don't know. Whatever the one is in Florida. So I paid my house off last year. So I kind of got to get on that trip that I promised my kids. So yeah. All right, we're going to get started with Aries. We're going to take a look at the person on your mind, Aries. And then if you're single, we'll take a quick peek at that also. 814 Aries. If you're coming in after the live, thank you for liking the live. Thank you for putting a comment and sharing the live. All right, Aries, the person on your mind, what's going on in their energy? Person on your mind, Aries. Disney World. Okay. I don't know why I was thinking it was Disneyland. The parks are expensive. I was looking at tickets the other day. Like flights and hotels cheap and rental cars are cheap. But man, for us to go to the park, it's going to cost us a fortune. Aries, your person's a little bit stressed out. What's going on? What did you do to them? All right. Why is your person so stressed out? They feel like you've lost that love and feeling for them. Maybe you don't want to be intimate with them anymore. Maybe you don't want to be close to them. They are a little bit anxious that there is something lost here. Yeah, they want to recover this. So if you're in an exclusive relationship, this person wants to fix it. They want to recover this. If you're not in a relationship and you're just sleeping with them, they want to return. They want to prove that they can be that person behind closed doors for you. All right. Give me one more. Aries, what's this person's actions going to be? They're going to reach out. They're going to be honest with you. They're going to muster up the courage. They're going to sacrifice their ego, and they're going to be honest with you and say, hey, I kind of feel this way. I'm a little scared to tell you the truth, but I'm going to tell you the truth. And they're going to tell you that they feel like you've lost this loving feeling for them. All right. Let's do singles, and then I'll just do overall advice for both Aries. All right, let's take a look at singles. If you don't have anybody on your mind, nobody you're thinking about, and you want to know what is the energy around you? Is there somebody new? Is there somebody old? What's going on for Aries singles? All right, we've got the Queen of Cups, the Chariot, and the Sun. Okay, so I do see somebody that either travels a lot for work. They might work like in sales, or they might do maybe like tech or something that they have to travel to different locations. This person is wanting to reach out to you. They're wanting to heal or fix things. So if you have not met this person, this is somebody that you could be meeting. When is this going to be? Sometime pretty soon here. Okay, it could be either 1 month for some of you. For others of you, it's going to be summertime. July and August is when you may potentially meet this person. What are they seeking, or what are they desiring? Singles. Well, they don't want to be taken for granted. and they don't want to be used. They want to be confident that if they sleep with you, that you're not going to do a one and done and run away from them. They want stability and security. All right. Well, let's get some overall advice for Aries. What is the best piece of advice, whether you know somebody or you are single? What is your advice, Aries? You need to get into music. Music is going to be something that's going to balance out your energy and not make you feel chaotic. And you may also need to go on some more walks in nature. If you're not spending time in nature, now is a really good time to connect with nature, but also music is going to be very, very therapeutic for you. It's going to help you tap into your vulnerable side. You know, part of like creation, manifestation, and raising your vibration is getting into that divine feminine energy to receive. And if you find, Aries, that you've been more in your masculine, listening to music and going out on walks is going to help you to tap into that more divine feminine side of you. All right, let's move on to Taurus. 11:58. All right, Taurus, the person on your mind, what's going on for Taurus? Taurus, what's the person on their mind's energy? Temperance, you could be dealing with the Sagittarius. If you haven't heard from this person, they're thinking about reaching out to you. They're thinking about connecting with you. Tell me more about this. Okay, you have had a cycle close with this person. Did you block them? You cut them off? You met them online or you met them through social media and you said, yeah, I'm kind of done. Well, they don't want to be done with this. Tell me more about this. This person might have wore a lot of bracelets if it's a female. If it is a male, he does have a gold bracelet. Yeah, they feel like you maybe were juggling them as to why you closed the door. Tell me about the Two of Pentacles. Their intuition is telling them that you were giving your emotions or your affection to someone else as to why you dropped them. What's their actions going to be for Taurus? What's their actions going to be? They want to take a leap of faith in your direction. This is your divine counterpart. They know intuitively that they want to connect with you again. All right, so they are going to reach out to you. Yeah, they're definitely coming your way. They're maintaining their control when they come towards you. So if they're angry, they're not going to be angry anymore. Could be a water sign, Aquarius, a fire sign, a Taurus, or a Sagittarius. All right, singles, Taurus singles. What's going on in your energy? If you're single and you don't have anybody that you're thinking about, you want to know what's going on in your energy. Are you going to meet somebody? Is there an ex that are going to circle back around? Ex or next? Let's see. Taurus, I feel like there's about to be a surprise here. Okay. You don't know this, but one of your friends, somebody in your community, your social network is actually going to recognize that you shouldn't be single. That there's somebody that they want to set you up with, and you're going to walk into this setup. You're not even going to see it coming. So if you are single and maybe you're like, oh, I want to be single, I don't want anybody, they're going to set you up. This is friends or family or people that are close to you. This is who they're setting you up with. They're setting you up with somebody who is recently divorced, recently out of a relationship. But this person is really smart, really intelligent. They've had hurt in their past. I mean, haven't we all? Yeah. You're going to look at them like you're not interested. So the person that I don't think you're going to end up with this person, but this is somebody that they've had hurt, but so have you. And that could be why you're being aligned with this person. There's something that the conditions don't feel right to you, but there is a connection or a bond you may actually establish where this ends up being like a really close friend to you because you bond over experiences. Now, you're initially set up with this person. And you may eventually fall in love with them, but there's a love that's platonic that starts this process because your friends or your family or people in your community at church or wherever you go that you frequent, people that know you should not be single. So they end up setting you up with this other person. All right, what are we looking at time period wise for Taurus? What's the timing on this? Oh, could be really quick. 1 week, 1 month. All right, let's get some overall advice for Taurus. Dolores, I can't look at messages right now, but after the live, I'm happy to try to take a look if I have time. Sorry. Taurus. What's the advice overall for Taurus? Your awareness is peaking very, very strong. I want you to embrace what your awareness is telling you. Your awareness is telling you about certain people around you, things that you're feeling. You know, we've talked about animal instincts, and part of the human experience is being more aware of what's happening in your environment. It's not just what you see, but it's what you feel, what you hear, what you smell. And you're needing to really heighten and embrace what you're feeling, because that's going to help you to keep going where you need to go. Look at that. It's going to help you explore other things and other adventures in life. It's going to help you explore more of where your journey and your path needs to go. Yeah, look at that. The bottom of the deck is the adventure. So you're going to be really well aware of the adventures are going to be completely different once you start harnessing that energy. Thank you, Trisha. All right, let's move on to Gemini. 1740. If you're coming in after the live, I will put the timestamps after the live is over. All right, Gemini. The person on your mind, Gemini, what's going on here? Gemini. Okay, we've got the Hanged One. So Pisces energy. The person's thinking about you as you're thinking about them. What are they thinking about for Gemini? Two of Swords. So if you recently went on a date with this person and you're thinking about, are they going to call me? This person is wondering, did they do the right thing on that date? Did they cross all their T's and dot all their I's? Did they open the door for you? Did they pay the bill? Did they pull out your chair? Did they say you looked really nice? They're confused if they did everything correct or not. All right. Tell me more. Yeah, this is definitely a new person. They want to ask you out on another date, but they didn't get like the green light that the go ahead was there. And they didn't really confirm up that the next date on that date. Okay. Tell me what their actions are going to be for Gemini. They're not sure if you're into them. No, I haven't done Leo yet. Hi, Burkus. We're only on Gemini right now. They're waiting. How long are they going to wait? They might be waiting 3 days. Is there like a 3-day rule or 3-week rule or something like that? They're waiting. What are they going to do? Gemini. They're curious. They're waiting to see if you're going to give them the green light. They're waiting for confirmation. All right. Could be an air sign, fire sign, water sign, Pisces. All right, let's check out singles. Single Geminis, who's in your vicinity? I haven't done Virgo yet either. We are on Gemini. We're going Aries all the way down through Pisces. All right, Gemini singles, what's the energy around you? Are you single, ready to mingle? Is it X or is it next? What's going on for Gemini singles? What's the energy around you? Hi, Jennifer from San Antonio. You've known him for 50 years? Wow. Oh, this card keeps popping out. What's going on? People are stressed out. Is that why they're getting ready to reach out during Mercury retrograde? All this communication is shaken up right before. We're in the pre-shadow. All right. What is this person so stressed about for Gemini? They love you. They have unconditional love for you. You've known this person for a very long time. They don't know if you love them. Look at that, the Two of Cups. I'm hearing this song, meet me at the altar in your white dress. They don't know if you would pick them if they picked you. They love you. Oh, they really love you. They're confident that they are in love with you. If you wonder, does this person really love me? Are they actually in love? They definitely do, for sure. What are they going to do about it? They're going to take some action towards Gemini. If you're already in a relationship, you already know, and you're just curious to watch this video, they definitely love you. They don't want to know. If you're playing them, they don't want to know that. They see you as their happily ever after. So if there's something you don't like about them or you want to judge them, you have a negative opinion about something, they don't want to know. Just keep it on the low. Don't tell them. They don't want to know. Yeah, they don't want to be abandoned. All right, Gemini. All right, let's take a look at single Geminis. Gemini singles? Or did they just do singles? I don't even know. I'm getting confused now. So that I'm not writing this timestamp down for singles. Hi, Mike. Oh, singles. Okay. Well, it looks like you are accepting defeat on a cycle you want to close out. And maybe you're like, you know what? I'm ready to pop out and show somebody. It looks like you're popping out real fast because you got 7 options at least that are marinating in front of you. So if you are single, you probably are getting ready to start mingling. All right. Well, is any of the 7 potential suitors going to be a strong placement, or is this just going to be a whirlwind? Well, we've got the first one who is the youngest, the younger, spicy person coming out first. They're very ambitious. You also have a stalker. You also have a soulmate, one of the 7 people. If you meet somebody during Mercury retrograde in the next couple of weeks or between now and October, give them a chance. You don't have to get in a relationship right away. You can, try and buy for a little while. But I just see you're going to end up with one of these people. So Gemini singles, if you don't want to be single, put yourself out there because I see there is potential for you meeting somebody. Where are we looking at where you might meet this person or these people? There's a lot of people here. Some of you, you're going to meet them at a concert. For others, you might go on like a healing retreat. For others, you may be doing something that you will have to sustain for a long time. So maybe you start like a program or you start some type of like volunteer, like passion project, something that you have to put yourself out in society. That's how others of you are going to meet these people. And it feels heavily between May and October is going to be significant. All right. Let's get some overall advice for Geminis. What is going to be the best piece of advice for all Geminis at this time? I'm sorry about your son. I'm sorry to hear that. Gemini, what's your advice? You had that 10 of Swords. For those that are single and those that are not single, this is your chance to have endings and new beginnings. That's what it's all about. So embrace the new beginnings after an ending. And intimacy. This is about you not just being intimate with other people physically, but also being intimate with yourself and understanding yourself. All right. Let's move on to Cancer. 2440. All right, Cancer. You're welcome, Dana. Hi, Ash. How are you? Thank you for joining the live. Thank you for liking and sharing and commenting. I appreciate it. All right, Cancer placements. The person on your mind. We're going to look at singles next. If you don't have anybody on your mind. Cancer. Person on your mind. Oh, Kim, you're a Cancer? All right, here we go. What do we got for Cancer placements? I'm hearing Star Trek. 4 of Pentacles. Whoever this person is on your mind, you're holding on to them, they're holding on to you, but you're also both holding back from each other. Clearly, you both see that you're doing the same thing to each other. You're mirroring each other. You're both telling yourself, you know what, I'm just going to let this go. I'm just going to move on. I'm going to move away from this person. However, You may try to fool yourself, but it's not working. You're trying to move away, but you're still holding on. You're still checking in on them. You're still looking at their pictures. You're driving by their house. You're checking their social media. You're still tapping into that energy. All right. Well, why are you trying to move away from this person? Why are they trying to also move away but not let go? Why are you trying to move away? There was no plans for the future. There was nothing to build from. All right. Well, why is this person holding on to you? Hi, Keisha. Baby, come back. You can blame it all on me. That's what it is, Kim. Exactly. Well, the reason why they come back is because you are their wish fulfillment. So for some reason, you're their wish fulfillment, but they're not yours. Okay, I feel like something's missing here between the two of you. What is this? Well, there could be wounds that haven't been addressed. There could be hurt. There could be sorrow. There could be just disappointment because of this repeated cycle of let's build out and make a plan, but there's no plan. Is there distance here? There might be physical distance between you two. Yeah. Belief systems, religious differences. There's a lot of cultural differences. There's a lot of diversification that are impacting the two of you that you couldn't get it up off the ground. All right. Well, is this person going to take any action? No, they're just going to be happy holding on to you, but holding back. Their intuition is telling them to do something, but they're not doing that. All right. Well, let's see singles. Cancer singles. Hi, Faye. Cancer singles. If you're single, you don't have anybody on your mind, you just want to know who's in the vicinity. Is it an ex? Is it next? Is it nobody? Let's find out. Cancer singles. What's going on in your energy placements? Thank you for liking the video, commenting, and sharing the live. I really appreciate it. Cancer placements. Cancer. Oh, 10 of Pentacles. If you're single, your family wants you to get married, like right now. They want babies from you, from somebody. They want you to settle down. Your family is pushing you or encouraging you to get out there. Singles. Somebody who is, I'm feeling like a shark in water, like the prey, like da, 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 da. There's somebody that is close to your family that is interested in you. This person watches you. They don't interact with you, but they do observe you. Okay. Why is this person not stepping forward? Ooh. Because they're not sure if they step forward that you feel the same way. They're not certain that they could even have a chance with you. Why are they so insecure? Because this person's very doubtful. Why are they in this Two of Swords energy? They're holding back these emotions that they have for you. Seven of Swords and Two of Wands. They don't know that they can really give you what you maybe already have, or maybe your family has a very high status. Maybe you're in a very, I don't want to say lucrative, but okay. So for example, like let's say you go to the same church and your family is like the head of the church. And this is somebody who's just somebody who is a parishioner, I think is what it's called. They don't know that they could actually give you something in the future. That's why they don't step forward. It's almost like they're not certain that they are at that same level. Give me a little bit more here. But boy, do they like you. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, they daydream about marrying you in that church, in that temple, in that community group of wherever this person is watching you. Maybe they live across the street and they see you and they watch you through the window. I don't mean to freak you out or nothing, but it feels very stalkerish. This is something very close to home. So if you have been feeling like somebody who has like jet black hair, that's who this person is. I'm seeing somebody with short jet black hair. Could be a man, could be a woman, doesn't matter. This person also wears glasses. That's who this person is. All right. Well, are they going to actually do something, or they're just going to be your stalker? Because that's what it seems like. No, they're not going to come forward. They're going to miss out on the opportunity. They don't feel that they can give you what you already have. Whatever that is, status, monetary. All right. All right, let's get some advice for Cancers overall. Was that the person on your mind or was that singles? I keep getting forget. Sounds right, Carmina. Hi, Trisha. Was that the singles one or was that the person on your mind one? I'm getting confused. I do ask a question and an answer at the end, Trisha. All right, what's the advice for Cancer? What's your advice? Daybreak. You need to get out and do more breaks during the day. You're spending too much time in work, in the building, in the location. You are not getting out enough during the day. You need to stop this. Like, if you don't do like blocks where you break up your day a little bit better, you need to start doing that. That's for all Cancers. All right. You're also being asked to create something new. Could be a new routine or a new schedule, a new break time. One more for Cancer placements. Cancer, was that singles or was that the person on your mind? Adornment. So you really need to do some things that will help you feel more adored. I think also part of this daybreak feels like you're not doing enough self-love or self-care. So maybe you should focus on that. All right. Well, let's move on to Leo. And then if I didn't do Cancer singles, let me know and I'll come back and do it. But I feel like I did it. All right. Leo, the person on your mind. Leo. Person on Leo's mind. What's going on? Leo. Hi, Betty. All right, Leo, the person on your mind, what's their energy? Hi, Elvira. The Nine of Wands. They're like a wounded warrior. They feel hurt. They feel sad. They feel disappointed. They feel scared. I feel intimidation here. Okay, who is this? Okay, hold on a sec. I don't know how to. Hold on a second. Oh, here we go. I'm just going to go ahead and block you. Please don't come in my live and promote people to go to you. You can just go start your own page and have people go there. Let me just do this really quick. Barb, Danetta, don't DM that person. I don't know who that person is. I never understand why scammers do that. Why don't they just go create their own page? Doesn't make any sense. Anyways. All right. Leo, your person's the wounded warrior. They're feeling hurt. They're feeling sad. They're feeling disappointed. They could be trying to get their money up, their finances up. The person on your mind. Person on your mind. They feel like it's over. They feel like it's done. Look at that, 10 of Swords, but they don't want it to be. We've got the 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. They want to be happy, but they feel hurt. They feel wounded. Why is this person so hurt and wounded when it comes to Leo? Because they're still holding on. So if you've had a recent breakup or a fight with this person is holding back from you because they feel hurt, but they are still holding on to you. Yeah, there was some type of tower here. What happened with the tower? You closed the chapter, you closed the cycle. You said you were done. You didn't want this no more. Give me one more. Well, they're thinking about it and they're hurt. They're still holding on to you. Yeah, they're very caught up in their head. They feel victimized over the situation. Could be the fire sign, air sign, water sign, Aquarius, earth sign. All right. Now, Leo singles. Hi, Grace. All right, Leo singles. Who's in your vicinity? Is there an ex or is there a next new person? Leo singles. Leo singles. What's going on with the Leo singles? I just seen that Fool wanted to jump out. Oh, almost said something. 10 of Pentacles. 9 of Cups. Those of you that just kick somebody to the curb for that person on your mind, you're walking right into your happily ever after with somebody else. Knight of Cups. If you're not recently out of a relationship, I see there's somebody that is your wish fulfillment coming towards you. Yeah, you don't even see it. It's being hidden from you. It's going to be after March 26th. No, after March 20th. Okay, March 27th. You need to socialize. You need to put yourself out in society. I'm not talking about on your phone. I'm talking about physically put your body somewhere outside of your comfort zone. Go do something maybe you haven't done, or just get out and do things. That's how you're going to meet this person. And it could be maybe you're meeting up with friends for drinks after work. Maybe you're going to go to happy hour. Maybe you're going to go have dinner with somebody. Maybe you're going to meet up and go shopping, or you're just going to go to the park or something. There's something about doing something outside is where you're meeting this person. All right. Tell me a little bit about this person. Oh, we've got Aries. Aries came out and didn't finish shuffling. So this person is, they're a go-getter. They're very ambitious, like Leos are. I'm hearing no BS. So this person's not going to BS around. They're going to see you as their wish fulfillment. They are wanting long-term. There's, I'm hearing powerhouse. So this person could be a powerhouse. Maybe they are like at the top of their game at their job. Maybe they own a business. Maybe they're an entrepreneur, or they're in a leadership power, like a power executive level. This person knows themselves inside and out. Nobody's going to be able to tell this person anything different. They could be 47, 34, 43. All right. Let's get some advice for Leo. Oh, you did, Dana? Okay. All right. Leo, overall, what is the advice for Leo? Hi, Lynn. Leo. What's the advice for Leo? You have a choice to make. Right there, it's being hidden. You have a choice to make, Leo. That's your advice. What's this choice? Genesis Loci? I don't even know what this means. Genesis Loci? Genius Loci? I don't know what that means. I'm going to guess by the picture it has something to do with your path and your journey. There's something being illuminated potentially that you're needing to lock in place. All right, give me some more advice for Leo. What else? Ooh, trust. Secret corners. So trust whatever secretly is coming out for you, trust it. And it could be this path, it could be this journey. You have a choice to trust it or not, but you're being asked to trust it. And Mercury retrograde is really also about that, like not making decisions based on emotion, but trusting the logic. So that could be playing a part for you, Leo. All right, let's move on to Virgo. 3912. 3912. Oh, I forgot to change Leo. Sorry. All right, we got Virgo up now. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Teresa. How are you? Are you doing good? All right, we're on Virgo. The person on your mind. What's going on in their energy? And then we're going to look at singles. Hi, Carrie. Hi, Shayna. You know what? Don't think bad. Every correction is a redirection for a reason. Hi, Sue. How are you? So Shayna, don't try to get on the negative rabbit hole. You know what you do? Take the energy and shift it. Try to say, okay, I don't feel something bad. I feel like something really great is going to happen. Like try to counter that energy, because it's like when you feel something bad, try to block it. Like literally energetically block it and shift your energy in a different place. All right, Virgos, the person on your mind. What's going on, Virgos? Virgos. I did Taurus. Yes, it's timestamp 11:58. Oh, Teresa, you have to have throat surgery? Well, I wish you the best of luck, and I hope you have a speedy recovery. All right, Virgo, person on your mind's in the Three of Swords energy. So they are disappointed. They're hurt. They could feel like they've been stabbed in the back. Why is the Three of Swords here? you, they could be thinking about you. They could be thinking about something that transpired between the two of you. Could be dealing with a Pisces or an air sign. They may be sacrificed a lot. Tell me more about Virgo's person on their mind. Hi, Mike. Shayna, fake it till you make it. That's exactly right. That's right. You have to acknowledge what you don't like, the negative, and then harness it into something positive. Sometimes it's easier said than done, but you gotta shift the energy around, otherwise you get stuck. All right, Virgo. Your person on your mind sees this situation as a wish fulfillment. Or maybe they see you as the wish fulfillment. They either feel hurt and disappointed that they had to let you go because they thought you were their wish fulfillment, or you let them go. What is this? Did Virgo let this person go, or the other way around? What is this? Knight of Swords. Page of Wands. Woo! Who are all these people? Knight of Pentacles. Well, I think this is you, Virgo. You kind of just sitting over here and in left field. But who are these other people? One of them is probably your person. Maybe they were the one trying to get answers, but there's somebody else between the two of you. Who is this Page of Wands? Somebody else that's single and independent from the situation. Could be a child, could be a family member, could be a friend. All right, tell me a little bit more. I'm a little confused here. Somebody wanted to keep their options open. Virgo, either you kept your options open and that hurt and disappointed this person and they wished you didn't, or they kept their options open and they wish they didn't and now they feel disappointed. Take it how it resonates. The roles could be flipped. Okay, you could be dealing with an earth sign, a fire sign, a Pisces, or an air sign. All right, Virgo, singles. Let's move on to singles. Dana, the POS you live with is a Virgo. I'm a Virgo. My son, Andrew, one day after my, oh, okay. That's a lot of Virgo energy, huh? All right. Virgo singles. Ex or next. Who's in your vicinity, or maybe nobody. Maybe it's just you. That's okay, too. All right, Virgo. Who's in your energy? Oh, damn. You got an Empress. Okay. Tell me about the Empress. It's an option. You could be, if you're not dating or putting yourself out there, there is somebody that is Empress status that is potentially an option. Does Virgo already know this person? Is this an ex or is this a new person? This is a new person. Potentially you're going to be meeting sometime in the next 2 months. All right. Tell me about this Empress. Could be somebody who's in their divine feminine energy. They're very successful. They're very much, you're going to be very attracted to this person. They will also admire you significantly. They'll put you up on a pedestal. They'll recognize who you are. Okay. What's going to be likely outcome? A Virgo and this new person. Likely outcome. I see an investment. You're both wanting to invest in each other. Could be a Leo, could be a Taurus. We do have fire and earth. So I see a lot of happiness here. All right. Well, let's get some overall advice for Virgos. Oh, you'll be able to. How long are you not going to be able to talk, Teresa, after your throat surgery? Is it a long time? I talk a lot, so I don't know. I'd have to get a marker board or something. Or you know what I would probably do? I'd probably do like some type of dictation on my phone that I could type and it would talk for me. I'm sure they have apps. They probably have apps that do that or whatever. Like, you know, instead of voice to text, like text to voice. What's the overall advice for Virgo placements? Ooh. Hedge keeper. Set and respect boundaries for yourself and others. Tend the seeds of pleasure. You are being asked to garden. Garden what's more important. Okay, let me go ahead and block you also. And then resolution. So something needs to be resolved. And maybe the resolution is respecting, but also setting certain boundaries in place that are going to be important for you. All right. Let's move on to Libra, 4605. You don't know, maybe not long. It's funny as I said, was that last week or the week before? I was telling my kids and my guy, I was like, oh, maybe I'll take a vow of silence for like 7 days. And I just won't talk and I'll just go in isolation. And they laughed at me. They thought that was so comical because I don't stop talking. I like to talk. My little one's that way too. Drives everybody crazy. She's 6. She talks and talks and talks and talks and talks and talks. And I laugh. And it's funny as when I was taking my kids to school this morning, my oldest is like, Mom, how can you never get mad when she talks and always asks all these questions and she's always talking about nonsense? And I just laughed and chuckled because I told her the truth. I said, because I'm that way. How can I be mad at her when I'm the same way? So anyways. All right, Libra, let's find out what's going on with the person on your mind. Libra. Hi, Laura. Hi, Ellen. Libra, let's go. What's going on? The Wheel of Fortune. All right. Why the Wheel of Fortune for Libra's person? This is a turning point. I was going to say good luck. And look at this. Okay. So this person, they see you. If this is somebody that you're getting to know, you're dating, you are hoping it's going to turn into something, they do see your potential. You don't need to tell them, Libra. You don't have to promote yourself. You don't have to advertise yourself. They know. They think that they've turned their back. They think that they're ignoring you. They're not. They see you. They're well aware. Why are they not stepping up for Libra? Are they going to step up? This could be an ex. If you're thinking about an ex, you broke up with them. You left them. They feel at a loss because they see you, especially if you promote, like you post on social media or whatever. They see you. They acknowledge you. Maybe you work in the same building or you work in the same department or you work at the same company. They see you. But you broke up with them? What happened here? You were very guarded for a long time and then you just decided to cut your loss and let it go? Okay. Tell me a little bit more. You said, no, I think I'm going to test the waters elsewhere. I'm going to go find somebody else. This could even be your boss. You could have a child or children with this person. They see you. They see you looking good. They're very attracted to you. So you're wondering, are they noticing? Yeah, they're noticing. They're definitely noticing. Could be a fire sign, water sign, earth sign, air sign. All right, let's see. Libra singles. Who is in your vicinity? Hi, Marta. Hi, Tammy. Let's see. Libra singles. Ex or next? Laura, he cheated. Oh, I'm sorry. Hi, Tammy. Cheater, pumpkin eater, huh? Oh, let's see. Libra singles. Libra singles. You got somebody in your vicinity who is circling the vicinity. Is it an ex? Is it next? Or is it you? It's all right, Paulette. Thank you for joining the live and commenting. He's an air sign, Mary, Gemini. Okay. Libra. Whoever you're thinking about, this person's non-committal. They're not consistent. They're on a hiatus at this moment. You're like, hello, I seen you read my text, but you didn't respond. He's an avoidant, Brenda. Okay. You thought I'm sorry, I said he, but because I read your comment. You thought he or she was going to be your forever happily ever after, but look at this. There's no communication. You're like, what? The person you're thinking about, they're thinking about why they're not communicating with you. Okay, so let's find out. If you're in no contact, you want to know what's going on. We haven't got to Sag yet. We're on Libra right now. Why is this person non-committal and avoiding you? They are deciding to move forward. Tell me more why. They found somebody else, or there's another opportunity that has piqued their interest. They got a little bit of that shiny new person syndrome. You know, it's really sparkling. It looks really amazing. And they got excited about this new opportunity. Okay. But they're non-committal for you. So why is that? You make them not confident. You know, sometimes that's what happens is you're with somebody and you're too overzealous or overconfident, which makes them not confident. They feel it takes them down because they're not, maybe they're not as in a good position in life. They don't have good morals and values, or they don't have the same monetary status or the same physical status. There's something about they just don't feel confident is why they didn't give you commitment. I sense insecurity here. Let me get another one here. Libra. Person on your mind, person on your mind, person on your mind. Yeah. Yeah. For sure, there's insecurity issues here. That's why this person was not committing to you. But they're going to just try and, unfortunately, this happens a lot. You know, try and go towards someone else who's less than to make them feel better about themselves. All right. Let's look at singles. Single Libras. Who's coming towards you, or is there an ex, a next, or is it just you at this time? Oh, I think you got a new person on the horizon, Libra. Oh, yeah. Well, you kind of got two people in your vicinity. One is lurking already. The other person is going to be somebody who's very single, very independent. They could be around your same age. They're trying to decide if they want to talk to you. Okay, Libra, who is this person? The person that's watching you is somebody that you met them recently. They're waiting to see if you're going to approach them. Meaning, like, maybe you ran into them on the elevator and you exchanged numbers, but they haven't heard from you. And they're kind of waiting to see if you're going to reach out to them. And they're just waiting. They're in your area and you've exchanged information with them. This other person, let's take a look and see who this other person is. Who's this other person for Libra? This is somebody who doesn't know what they really want. Okay. Tell me more. They like being single. They may not be ready to, they're not ready to give up their social life yet. All right. Give me one more. They may hold on to you and put you in their phone, but they might hold back from you because they're not done socializing with other people. All right. Yeah, they might tell you, yeah, let's go out, let's do this, but they know secretly they're not ready to settle down, and you might be ready for that. Could be an earth sign or a water sign. The other person is an air or water sign. All right, let's get some overall advice for all Libras. You're welcome, Marianne. Hi, Stacy. Welcome. Thank you for joining the live, everybody. Thank you for liking, commenting, and sharing the live. I always appreciate it. Libra. What's your overall advice for all Libras? The gift giver. Share from your heart. So this is all about leading from love. So share your heart. Give the gift of love to other people. Okay? Just you. I'm hearing this song. Just you and I. Just you and I. We'll build our dreams together. Humor. I always love it when that happens. So thank you for laughing at me for singing, but make sure you keep laughter in your vicinity because that's the gift of laughter. Helps other people feel good. All right. Scorpio. 54 Scorpio. Let's see here. Scorpio, the person on your mind. Thank you. Hi, Vicky from Ireland. I may try to go online tonight. We will see. I always try, but I'm such an early bird. I would like to see if what the audience is at nighttime because of people working different shifts and stuff like that. So I might try to go on live tonight. If I do, I will try to schedule it a little bit before I go on live, but we'll see. All right, Scorpio, the person on your mind, what's in their energy? You're welcome, Mary. Hi, Marianne. Gemini was timestamped 1740. Person on your minds first, and we are looking at singles right after in case you don't have somebody on your mind. Scorpio, person on your mind is that King of Pentacles. Okay, they could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This person's working hard. They're trying to establish some type of credibility, potentially in their business or their industry. You got two people on your mind, Scorpio? I didn't know that's what we were doing here, but I guess you do. Okay, you got a earth sign and a fire sign you're thinking about? All right, well, let's take a look at your earth sign first, okay, Scorpio? I didn't know you were going to take over and have multiple people on your mind. Well, the earth sign may live at a distance. This is somebody who is really consistent when it comes to their work and their career. Maybe not so much when it comes to love and the romance department or dating, but this person is a reliable person when it comes to if your car breaks down and you need help with that flat tire, or you run out of gas, they're there. Or if your reservations gets messed up, they may have some frequent flyer miles that they can spot you for a hotel. So this person, they are somebody who does travel quite a bit. And because of that, it kind of makes them anxious to really give you too much. So if this is a newer person, they're scared to give you too much because they know they don't have the capacity to really give you an emotional relationship. Now, this other person over here, this King of Wands, a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, that you're thinking about, I'm hearing bomb, chicka, bomb, bomb. So you could be sleeping with this person, and you could be hoping that you're going to have a baby or a family with this person one day. You maybe have been sleeping with this person for a very long time. What's going on with this person? This person is not in love with you. And I say that with the utmost respect. The reason why I say this is I don't want you to hold on to a concept just because you have history with this person or because you've known them for a long time. Maybe you've been hooking up with them for a long time, sleeping together and enjoying that. Maybe you were married or you were in a relationship, you broke up, but now you're just having intimate relations. I don't want you to feel misconstrued because this person with their energy placement, it's conditional love. They love the bedroom. They love the intimacy factor, but they are not invested for the long term outside of that. And they do observe that you may have stronger feelings for them than they do for you. Okay, let's take a look at singles. What is Scorpio singles? Let's take a look here. They ain't giving me nothing, Teresa. Oh, that's not good. Hi, Daryl. All right, Scorpio singles, what's going on with you? Ex, next, or just you? Let's find out. Scorpio singles, are you wanting to mingle or not? Scorpio singles. Let's find out. Scorpio. Oh, we got the Fool. Scorpio singles. Okay, well, if you want to not be single, you got to put yourself out there. I got two suitors coming in for you. These may not be the two suitors if you're the person on your mind, if you just watch that reading. They could be, but it doesn't look like it. All right, who is these two people? So if you put yourself out there, you're going to step into two individuals. They're going to be very similar to your age group. Tell me about the Knight of Swords. This person talks a lot. They're a little bit aggressive and pushy where they call nonstop and they want to text nonstop. They make a lot of plans. They talk. All right. But they're all talk. Okay. So nothing's really going to change with them. They could have Scorpio on their turn. This other person, this Knight of Cups, this person's really nice. They're really sweet. They're real sensitive. Their intentions are good. Their intentions are genuine. Tell me about this person. 10 of Pentacles. Okay, so they are in it for the long game. They're not playing short, they're playing long. They're definitely going to try to hold on to you. This might be somebody worth investing in because they're looking for long term. All right, well, let's get some overall advice for all Scorpios. What is going to be the best piece of advice? What's going to be the guidance? I put the timestamps after the live, Marianne, but you can always scroll back because I have the zodiac sign on the screen. The name is on the screen. Scorpio. If you like to dance and you have not been, like, I'm hearing salsa dancing in a very long time, you need to go salsa dancing. That's where you're going to meet somebody if you're single. Scorpio. What's the overall advice for Scorpio? Surrender to your deepest desires. So whatever you're desiring is what you should go towards. And find the strawberries. Find the sweetness in life. That's what I said. If you want to go salsa dancing or you've never been and you're thinking about it, you desire to do that, go do that. Okay, one more. Yeah, go on adventures. All right. Be open to new adventures or doing old adventures that you really liked. All right, Sagittarius. We're on Sagittarius right now. 10140. All right, Sagittarius, the person on your mind, what's going on? Sagittarius, the person on your mind, what's in their energy? Sagittarius. Denise, Aries was 844. Sagittarius, the person on your mind, what's in their energy? What's going on for Sagittarius' person? Two of Swords. They could be holding back some feelings and emotions. Hi, Cheryl. Welcome to the live. The Lovers in reverse. You could be in separation with this person. They're thinking about reaching out to you. They are a little bit anxious. Why are they anxious to reach out to you, Sagittarius? What's going on here? You know, with the Gemini. So somebody that you're in separation. You might have shared a home together. You might have been married to this person. You could have been in a relationship with them. They're holding back feelings and emotions. Something their intuition is telling them to hold back. Why is this person holding back? What's their intuition telling them? To wait. They're waiting before they reach out to you. Time period could be in March. If you haven't heard from this person and you feel like you're at a loss because you haven't heard, hold out. Don't reach out to them. They're going to reach out to you, but it's going to be in March. Could be around March 8th is what I feel. Could be an earth sign, a fire sign, a Gemini. All right, let's go on to single Sagittarius. You can't dance, Teresa? Well, some places they have, you can learn dance. You could go to a dance studio. That'd be fun. I don't know. Do they have like, you know, like they have that like paint and sip stuff? Maybe they have like that for dances. You could like go and learn dances or something. All right, Sagittarius. Amy, I do ask a question, get an answer when I'm done. All signs. We're on Sagittarius. Singles. Who's coming towards you? Is it X? Is it next? Or is it just you? Let's see, Sagittarius. Six of Wands. Temperance. Someone else who has Sag in their chart. Knight of Swords. Someone's coming in really quick. And you have somebody else that is still in love with you, Sagittarius. So you have two people that are in your vicinity. The person still in love with you is somebody that you love, they love you. Maybe you guys are friends and you're part of a friend group, but neither one of you want to speak about the love. This person is in your vicinity, but they're not directly coming towards you. This other person is somebody who is pursuing you. They're going to reach out to you. You could be somebody who is online, social media. Maybe you're doing online dating or something. I see that there is a fire sign also that is coming through. So tell me about that Knight of Swords. What is their intentions here? Well, they're a wounded warrior, so I probably would not get in a relationship with them. They're just looking to get anybody. They don't even care. They're like, you know what? Just pick me. I don't even care. I just need to be, what's it called? Is it buckled up when you're like with somebody? Is it buckled up? Cuffed up? I don't know what it's called. This person is just looking for a body. They would take anybody, okay? But you also have another person here, a third person. Who's this fire sign? This Queen of Wands for the new person for Sagittarius. Just heard oil change. So This is somebody that you may be getting your oil changed on your vehicle. This is somebody who's going to be a little bit confident. You might be caught up in your head. They may have Leo in their chart. You may get caught up in your head wondering, should I speak up and say something to this person? You should. This person has strong contender. This person's real confident too. You're going to be caught up in your head wondering, should I talk to this person? Yeah, you should. You should. You could have success with this person. Okay. Well, you got 3 people here. One is madly in love with you, ain't going to say nothing. The other one just wants anybody. And then the third person is a great contender for you. All right. Let's get some overall advice for Sagittarius. Sip and trip. Oh, that sounds fun. Oh, shacked up. Okay, yeah, shacked up. I guess that works. I was trying to think what did I say? I forgot what I said. What did I say? I don't know what I said. I forgot. All right, Sagittarius. The other person's just looking for a warm meal and a warm bed to place their head. Oh, that rhymes. Warm meal, warm bed, a place to place their head. I don't know. What's the overall advice for Sagittarius? Cuffed up. Oh, okay. That's what I said. Okay. Cuffed up. Like prison or something. All right. What's the advice for Sagittarius? Overall advice for all Sagittariuses. Oh my goodness. The trapeze swinger, Sagittarius. Take a leap of faith. Hey, maybe you want to go to a swinger class. Maybe you want to join a swinger group. Maybe you want to get one of those. Go to one of those adult stores and get one of those trapeze swings. Oh my God, this is too funny. Okay, I mean, whatever is to your heart's content, no judgment, whatever works for you. Create something new. Do something new. Get out of your comfort zone. Okay. One more. Stretch me. I'm spitting. I'm laughing so hard. So, oh my God, my eyes are starting to water. This is hilarious. So, if you want to join a swingers community, or you want to swing, whichever way you swing, you want to go buy a swing, you want to do some trapeze, Spirit's advice to us, make sure you stretch before you do this. Oh my God, this is so funny. That was the best advice ever. Thank you. I needed that laugh. That was so funny. Oh, I'm getting lightheaded just laughing from that. That was too funny. Okay, that's your advice, Sagittarius. Hilarious. Oh my goodness. All right, let's move on to Capricorn. 10849. Oh my goodness, that is hilarious from a Sagittarius. You love humor. That's good. I do too. That was funny. I always love it when things sync up like that. All right, Capricorn. The person on your mind. Capricorn, what's going on? Deanna. Oh my goodness. My eyes are watering. I can't hardly see. Capricorn. Capricorn. Person on your mind. What's going on in their energy? Oh, King of Cups in reverse. They're all cried out over you. Their love has been dumped on the floor. It's been spilled over. Why is this person emotionally avoidant? Why are they unavailable? The person on your mind. They were married before. They were in a long-term relationship. Somebody burned this person really bad, and they've never gotten over it. You could be the person that's done that to them. What is this? Tell me about that. What's the clarity? Where do they see clearly? Oh my goodness, way too much. I'm going to take the one that's upright, King of Swords. This person has tried love. They've tried to experience love again, but every time they have, they have been shot down, they've been depleted because they've not done the work. So they're attracting people that are hurt, that are broken, that are not emotionally available also. Now you may say, well, then they're attracting me. There might be some truth to that. You could also be attracting this person in because you're meant to help heal them, to open up. And this person is not open. Their heart chakra is definitely not open. Yeah, it's definitely not open. All right. Give me one more on this person on Capricorn's mind. They just like it that you communicate with them. So I would say if you're looking for long-term with this person, I would not expect that. But if you could put them in the platonic friend zone, it could be an air sign, a fire sign, a water sign. This could be somebody that you may be helping them along their journey. All right, let's move on to Capricorn singles. If you're single, you're wanting to know, is it X, next, or just you, Capricorn? Let's find out. Capricorn. All right, let's see here. Capricorn singles, what's the energy around them? Ooh, you got a soulmate coming in. Okay. This could be coming after a time period of finally accepting defeat of a certain situation with a friend situation. So you may have gotten in a fight with like one of your friends and you decided to let that friend go. That friend actually was weighing you back and it was blocking you from being able to meet this person. So you do have this person coming in. I'm hearing Colombia. Yeah, you had to let go. Maybe you live in Colombia, maybe something with Colombia, maybe school, maybe somebody went to Columbia school, something with Columbia. You had to let a friend go that was not serving your highest good. When you let this person go, this soulmate kind of slots in. You meet this person. Okay, tell me more. Yeah, you have to abandon a friendship. So if you have a Pisces, a water earth sign as a friend that you've been having a lot of issues with, you've been thinking, you know what, I need to put healthier boundaries in place, you should do that. And when you do, this is when this soulmate picks up on you. The energy, it's almost like, it's kind of like you had to get off the exit of the highway to drop this person off and never pick them up again and get back on the highway. This person is like running parallel on the highway next to you. They may even see you like at a gas station, in your car. They may like do the little wave and the little wink. And yeah, they're ready. They're open. They're emotionally available. They're ready. So if you're looking for love, I do see that love is knocking at your doorstep. What are we looking at time period wise for Capricorns? This person could work in construction. Could be 8 days, 8 weeks. Could be the month of August. All right. Earth sign, water sign. All right. Let's get some overall advice for all Capricorns. Oh, hopefully my battery doesn't die. Actually, let me get my charger. Hold on one second. Okay. Let's do overall advice for all Capricorns. Hi, Christy. How are you? Virgo timestamp is 3912. 444 on the clock, Capricorn. You might be seeing 444. What's the overall advice for Capricorn? Give yourself permission to be open to having a new beginning after a significant ending. One more. This is a gift from the universe. I told you it's kind of like the highway. You're getting off that detour. If you're single and you're letting that person out, you're getting back on. Don't let that block you from moving forward with your life. Don't let it resist you. Don't let it hold you back because it's been holding you back from meeting that soulmate. Okay. Aquarius. All right, Aquarius. All right, Aquarius singles. Or no, we're doing Aquarius. The person on your mind first. All right, Aquarius, the person on your mind. Aquarius. 2 more shuffles. Keep dealing with the Libra. You're welcome, Burkus. All right, Aquarius. Person on your mind. What's going on in their energy? Aquarius. Oh, I heard heartbreak hotel. So this person clearly is a heartbreaker. The person you're thinking about, you want to know what's going on with them. This person's a heartbreaker. They're going to disappoint you. If you had an intuitive hit of, hey, you know, I don't know that this person's going to serve my highest good. I don't know that they're going to do good for me. I just heard hit it and quit it. So they're going to hit it, and meaning they're going to sleep with you and then they're going to move along. So they are a wrecker when it comes to communication and what they do here. So if you're wondering, should you hold on to this person or let it go? I think you're being asked to not sacrifice any more time or efforts and let it go. Okay, could be a Pisces or a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. All right, let's look at singles. Aquarius singles. Yes, Cancer placement was timestamp 2440. You spent 20 years between 2 marriages. You want to know if you're going to find forever. We're going to do ask a question and answer here in just a minute. Let's finish up Aquarius and Pisces. Aquarius singles. What is in your energy? Ex, next, or just you, Aquarius? What's going on in your energy? Oh. Well, we have somebody who they had hoped at one point in the past the 2 of you were going to get back together. They've lost all hope because you don't reach out to them. You don't contact them. You don't try to pour into them anymore. They're still madly in love with you. They still have a lot of strong feelings and emotions, but they are just at a distance. Why don't they step forward? They did try and you ignored them. They tried to communicate at some point. Maybe you changed your number. Could be another Aquarius, could be an earth sign, a water sign, a fire sign. They feel like they have to just move on, even though they don't want to. So that's the person that's lurking in your energy. I don't see them stepping forward again because they already tried and you left them on red, didn't respond, blocked them, or you didn't respond to them. Maybe you changed your number. What's the overall advice for Aquarius placements? What does it you need to know? What do you need to hear, Aquarius? You're welcome, Amy. Jesus. Float. You know, you always talk about the river, just going along with that ride of life and allowing yourself to absorb everything that's happening for you. You may be in this energy of trying to just stay home a lot. And there are times that being a homebody is good, but it's not a forever thing because Spirit is saying you have to eventually float in the journey and not stay inward. But if you need a minute to be a homebody, go ahead and do that. Then get ready to dabble. Put yourself back out there. Experiment in doing other things, experiencing new things. Create something. Okay? All right. Pisces. 119.36. All right, Pisces. Taurus was 11.58. And Virgo was 39.12. All right, Pisces. Person on your mind. Let's take a look here. Might be an air sign. The King of Swords wanted to come out. This person might have blocked you or they're not responding to you. Pisces, widow, very confident, single. That's good, man. You're confident. All right, let's see what's going on for the person on your mind, Pisces. What's going on? Somebody from your past is thinking about you. 6 of Cups. Just heard one more time. Whoever it is, they're holding on, but they're also holding back. Somebody from your past. They may live at a distance from you. They may travel for work. Maybe they're like a truck driver, or maybe like a traveling nurse. They do something that they commute for work. Okay. 3 of Swords, 10 of Cups. If you were in a relationship with this person, they put you in a third-party situation. They chose friends or family over you, or they chose someone else. This person's still thinking about you. You may have a child or children with this person, or maybe you potentially were about to have a child with this person. This person still thinks about you. They hold back, but they still hold on. Yeah, they wish that they could have been more committal to you, that they could have been more not so lustful. So if this person cheated on you, they still think about you. All right, let's take a look at, I don't see them coming towards you. All right, let's take a look at Pisces singles. Pisces singles. Pisces singles. 2 more. X next, or is it you? Pisces singles. What, Pisces? Oh, my nose is itching. Pisces singles. Oh, my goodness. This card has come out like so much. Well, you have somebody that is in your energy, Pisces singles. Somebody who's watching you. This is somebody who is non-committal. Tell me about this person for Pisces. They want to reach out to you. They want to take action towards you. Is this somebody Pisces knows, or is this new? Oh my goodness, that's way too many. Well, the Wheel of Fortune came out first, so this might be new. Let's see here. No, it's somebody from the past that's holding on to you, Pisces. Why are they non-committal? Why is that here? I heard you're their good luck charm. Okay. This is somebody who kept a lot of secrets that they held back from you. They're going to reach out to you March 28th. You're to hear from this person within the next 8 weeks. They're not emotionally available, so be prepared. Yeah. I think you might want to just hang out a little bit, but it could be a water sign, Cancer sign, earth sign, fire sign, earth sign, a Taurus, or an air sign. All right, let's get some overall advice for Pisces all. Hi, Claudine. Hi, Liz. How are you? Hope you're doing good. Happy Wednesday. All right, overall advice for Pisces, all Pisces, single or mingled. Or I guess I could say commingled, single and commingled maybe. One more shuffle. What's the advice for Pisces placement? What's the advice? Break the chains that are binding you. Rebel against things that you know are not good for you. And let go of the past. Don't try to chase somebody or pursue somebody that ghosted you. Heal from it and explore yourself, explore other options, explore adventures. All right. If you guys want, what time is it? Got a few minutes. I can do ask a question, get an answer. Let me take this off. Give me 1 second. Let me get a drink here. Thank you, Claudine. Belita. Okay. I'm glad it resonated. So if you guys have never done my live before, I do ask a question, get an answer. It's 1 question per comment. If you don't get your answer to your question, you keep putting the comment in. And I don't scroll up on the news feed as fast as the news feed goes. That's just the way it rolls. And I do it for only a few minutes. It is free. It is something that It's my way of a equal energy exchange for you liking and commenting on my video and showing up on the live. My exchange is to give you free ask a question and answer, because I know times are tough for people and things are really expensive and sometimes you can't afford a reading, and that's okay. I'm happy to be able to answer. I don't answer health, medical, or pregnancy questions. So those are my exclusions. Everything else, I'll definitely try to assist you and give you some guidance and advice. And remember, only take what resonates, leave the rest. Okay? All right. Dragana, I'm starting with you. Will you start working soon? No. You need to let go and accept that something that has been a little bit manipulative or vengeful in the last workplace has been sabotaging your resume or your ability to get another job. So I think what you need to do is you need to go back to the drawing board. So if you have been putting down your prior boss or prior colleagues as your referrals, you need to put somebody else down, because it's blocking you from getting a job. That's the reason why you haven't got a job yet. You got to go at it a different way. Markel, what should, oh, I missed it. Elijah, will Harley reach out soon? Alicia, no, I think he's kind of a deceptive cheater and he's a little bit manipulative. Marta, what is your person feeling? Your person feels like you expose lies about them, or you really called them out on who they really were, and they feel like that they need to withdraw right now. Claudine, is he coming back with good intentions? He's very obsessed with speaking the truth and telling you clearly he has good intentions. Let's see. Pamela, what are you seeing for me? I see that you are attracting in a soulmate, somebody who is going to really kind of put you in your place a little bit. This is somebody who is very protective. They're very masculine. They're going to allow you to slot into your feminine energy. So if you found you've been in your masculine a lot, this person will put you in your feminine energy. Okay. Let's see here. Martel, what should Aquarius seek for work opportunity? I think you need to be open-minded about your opportunities. I think what you're going to do is not going to be a 9-to-5 job. I think you're doing something that is a little more free-spirited, a little bit more open, maybe even something that deals with the creative imagination. Maybe you're going to get into like plays or acting or something that is not a 9-to-5. It's not like a guaranteed paycheck is what it looks like. Marta, what you don't see coming. You have a little bit of a financial hiccup coming towards you. It's like a speed bump. It's not going to block you, but it is going to be a little bit of a hiccup. So you need to be prepared for that. And once you are prepared for that, I see that things will move around. It may take you a few months to get back on track, but I do see that it will work out in your favor. Miley, what do you need to know about your current path? Miley. You need to regroup and reassess your friends group. Your social setting's not good. You're investing in fruits that's not going to bear, like, what is it? Labor that's not going to bear fruits. You need to invest and reevaluate the people that you're hanging out with. You become a chameleon of your environment. So if you're with a bunch of people that are not ambitious, they're not driven, they're not disciplined, they're just like, whatever, that can impact your ability to grow and evolve. Let's see. Tamika, is my person really going to marry me? Is he being truthful? Tamika. I do think you could give this person a shot. Is this a newer relationship? You may want to dive in if it's a newer person. Are they even legally separated? Are they divorced yet? Because they may still be not financially. They may be, what's it called? Legally hitched to someone else still. You need to clear that up. And once you do, I do see there is an opportunity down the road. Bianca, are you going to get good news soon? Bianca, are you going to get good news soon? Yes. Are you waiting for health-wise? I do see something's working for you. I don't do health, but yes, I do see a provider calling you. Let's see. Nicole, will he want to get in a committed relationship? Should you move on and find someone new? Nicole and the person you're talking to, or the person you're talking about. Yeah, I think that things are going to change. I see that with that Two of Cups. I do see you're going to get in a relationship with this person. Is Michael engaged to a third party, Amy? Is Michael engaged to a third party? Michael? No. He hasn't even made a decision about that third party. He's kind of procrastinating. Kelly, should you reconcile with Barnabas? Kelly, should you recognize? Or reconcile, not recognize. Recognize? No. You know what? Your intuition might be blocked when it comes to this person. This person doesn't make you happy, and they have a lot of shadow work or shadow sides that need to be addressed. There could be some mental health, addiction issues, some bondage or temptation this person's a part of. You need to work on clearing your intuition. Amy, will he propose to you? Amy, will he propose? Here's the thing, Amy. This is going to be interesting because I think you're going to wait. It's not going to happen. You're going to cut him off. You're going to let him go. You're going to go on vacation. You're going to retreat. You're going to do something really spontaneous. You're going to meet somebody else. And it may feel rushed. It may feel like hasty that you meet somebody else, but you end up meeting somebody else that it works better with. It could be a fire sign or an air sign. Carmina, will I ever be really happy? Carmina, will you ever be really happy? You need to forgive your past, something from your childhood. You're lugging it around like it's FBI secret service that you can't let anybody in. You can't open it up. It's a secret file that's locked and bolted, but you're wearing it like that backpack all over. You need to finally say, you know what? I don't need this weight. I don't need this discipline of holding on to the secret or whatever happened. You keep running away from it, but it's like the monkey on your back, or it's the shadow that keeps following you. So you need to work on that. When you do, in all fairness, you can have success and find happiness. But you have to say, you know what? I'm ready to finally release this. I'm finally ready to get to a place of forgiving myself, forgiving others involved, whether it's parents or siblings or whoever from the experience, getting into understanding why it happened. You know, sometimes that's the biggest struggle, is when we're hurt and we go through experiences and we think, why am I going through this? Or why have I had to go through this? There is nuggets of wisdom that you will absorb if you're open to it. But if you become rigid and closed off and resentful and vengeful, you block yourself from understanding the experience, and your soul can't grow and evolve. So if you stay in that energy, you get stuck in it. But once you gain what that reason was, that experience, then you can do the work, and then you find happiness. And it's kind of like, whew, release it. Let all that extraness go away. You had the ideal childhood. Well, that's good. Is it really over between us? Maybe it's something in your self-esteem or self-confidence maybe has been compromised along the journey. Maybe it's not from childhood. Maybe it's from a relationship. Maybe it's somebody else's energy you picked up and absorbed and you thought it was your own. I forgot who I was reading for. Show empathy. A's thoughts for me today. Let's see here. Thoughts for me today. You know, A really likes you. He thinks you're really sweet, you're really kind, you're very generous, and is very attracted to you, but is a little bit concerned that there's competition. They're not sure if you are talking to other people or not. Beach, what does your future look like? I just seen the 10 of Cups, so I see you got happily ever after in your future. You're going to start coming home to more stability and security in your home. So if you have been finding that your home environment, you haven't felt at home in a long time, either within your heart space, within your soul, or within your physical home, I think maybe doing a little bit of rearranging, adjusting is going to make you feel comfortable again. Yeah, there it is. There's the 4 wands. Yep. Ronnie, it's me and my husband over with. Ronnie and your husband. I see the Tower has come out. I see a yo-yo effect here. Your significant other kind of seems to think that they would have more money if they were not in this marriage or this relationship. But it's a double-edged sword because it looks like it would actually cost them more money, but they're not really trusting that. So I think right now, instead of trying to be persistently trying to defend why they should stay, I think you need to defend what is the real reason why they want to go. And when you answer that, you can back into how to fix it. There's something about that. Hold on one second. Okay. Denise, do you see anyone in my future? Denise. I'm just seeing Maui. Your soulmate is, and your partnership, when you come in unity, something about Maui. You either go on a vacation to Maui, you decide to visit Maui. Maybe this person's from Maui. You're going to have a vision of this person, and you're going to do some type of project. I don't know what this project is, but you're going to aggressively be pursuing a project when you meet this person. They could have air or water in their chart. What are we looking at time period-wise? You're going to end up marrying this person. May not be for 2 years. All right. Claudine, is it over between you and your person? There's a lot of unhappiness. There's a lot of sadness between the two of you. Did you guys share a home or you have children together? This person is wanting to be an emperor. They want more money. They want more status. They are somebody who is thriving or striving to thrive more. And they feel like they're being held back. Yeah. They're also kind of not really looking at the potential repercussions of leaving the marriage. I see for right now, it's still in place. I don't see divorce pending in the near future, but I don't see a lot of happiness either. Okay. Irene, will I ever be happy and win? Irene's energy. You need to do some healing, Irene. There's something that you kind of destroyed your confidence. It really took a hit on your self-esteem. You haven't recognized that how much of an impact it actually had on you. It's made you lose trust in yourself or trust in your ability to trust yourself. I think if you really get honest with yourself and you focus on doing the work, I do see you have a connection in the future that you can have. Now, depending on what your timeline is, this may not be for 6 years, depending on when you decide to step up. So it could be a long, long time if you stay in this tower moment. But if you say, you know what, Teresa, I don't really want to wait 6 years, you got to start doing the work. You have to realize, give up the pain of going through the work now, or give up the time that you're going to miss out with that person that you could be meeting them sooner. Okay. Daryl, what can I tell you that you need to know, Daryl? Somebody you keep trying to communicate with, a newer person, you're not listening to your intuition about this person. You need to walk away. I don't know what your intimidation factor is about. Is it maybe meeting somebody else or finding somebody else? I'm hearing no risk, no reward. You're not being open-minded enough that this person is going to bring more problems into the situation, and you're not wanting to be honest with yourself about it. So if you're already noticing there's something that is stressing you out, you're feeling like an inkling something's off about this person, there is. So you should let it go. If you haven't met this person, you're getting ready to meet him sometime in the next month. Samina, what are your spirit guides trying to tell you? Samina. I got 4 more minutes, then I got to get out of here. Samina. You're paranoid if you move or relocate that it's not going to work, that you're going to be work poor. And that's just not true. You are needing to make a transition away from where you're at now work-wise. Maybe you're not wanting to change companies. You're not wanting to really focus on putting the hard work of finding a different job, but you need to go in a different direction. And you've been ambitiously controlling yourself, saying, oh, I'm just going to stick it out. I'm going to hang in there. You need to let that go. You keep trying to nurture and heal a work dynamic that's just not meant for you. Okay. Maria, is your person coming back? Is Maria's person coming back? Yes, I do see that. They're going to try to work it out. Mary, oh, what? Now it's moving fast. Is there another person in my marriage? Shelly. Is there a third party? No. Your person's just extremely withdrawn. When will you meet new love, Marianne? When you get content being independent and you're really happy with creating whatever life you want. So whatever life you would want someone else to create for you, create it for yourself. That's when you meet somebody. Will Billy commit to you? Erica, will Billy commit to Erica? No, you're going to be left out in the cold if you continue. Marta, what you don't see coming. I thought I did yours. Let me do it. Sorry if I didn't do it, Marta. Don't be so stingy. Be realistic with being a little more open-minded with your confidence. You may find that you wish things were a different way, and they're just not. But be open-minded. Maybe things are supposed to be a different way for a reason. Your discipline is lacking when it comes to, what is this? When it comes to certain things that you need to let go of. Maybe you need to heal. You're being guided to get to a place of peace and blessing of experiences you've already went through. You know, I read somewhere tears, you know, like when we're hurt and we're sad and we cry. And sometimes when people are like in their masculine energy, they don't want to really show tears. They don't want to cry because they feel like it's less than. And I read in a book, it was talking about tears are something that help purify and cleanse the soul of the experience. That you want to be thankful for the blessing of your tears because it allows you to be able to move through the experience. But when you don't allow yourself that release, it builds up into other areas, but not good ways. So it's kind of interesting. I got 1 more minute. Samina, how can you achieve oneness with your soul? You need to get really serious about what your potential is with finding what you're inspired to make you happy. What are you passionate about? That's how you feel complete. That's how you feel whole is, okay, is it love? Is it helping others? Is it volunteer work? Is it financial? Is it just being able to wake up every day and be thankful for that? Like, what is it that you can learn in this lifetime that will help other people? Not about what it's going to help you, but what is it going to do for other people? When you figure that out, that is your key code to making you happy and successful. It really will. Thank you, Marta. Pam, is your ex coming back? Last question, and then I got to go. Pam, is your ex coming back? Pam. Pam. Now, you know, your ex is deep rooted into the past issues. He or she is so trenched in it, they can't get their boots up high enough to get out of it. They're still stuck in the poo-poo of the past. And they may say, oh, I wish I could just move on from. They're choosing not to. They're choosing to be a victim, or that victim mindset mentality. They're kind of stuck in it. So anyways, if I have time tonight, I will try to pop back in the evening. If not, I do wish you guys all a beautiful, happy Wednesday. And otherwise, I'll be back on tomorrow. So we'll see. Toodles. Bye.